Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to a new episode for Engineering with Shamil. And today we are going to discuss further on the concept of horizontal cabling. Now, there's a popular term for horizontal cabling, and that is called as the last mile. Now, many times while driving, you must have seen this term called last mile in the signboards and all, right? So, last mile, that term is applicable to horizontal cabling as well. So before we begin, so let us just revise the concepts that we have studied in the previous video, that is in episode number 7. So in episode number 7, we have discussed about two types of cabling in the ELV system. So the first cabling is the horizontal cabling. So the horizontal cabling, as you see in this picture, it is the blue color cabling, which is connecting from the local equipment to the respective user equipment, okay, to user device. So user will be using an RJ45 outlet, and from there it is going to connect to their computer or to their laptop. Okay, so that's why we are using the horizontal cabling. Now, when it comes to the vertical cabling, that is the backbone cabling. So that is the white color which you see in this picture. So this is for connecting the telecom equipments between different floors or between different buildings. Okay, so that's why it is backbone cabling. So in short, horizontal cabling goes horizontally. Backbone cabling is normally vertical, or otherwise it will go from building to building. It depends on the situation. So where does the term last mile come from? So the term last mile, it's actually borrowed from the telecommunications industry. It's referred to as the final leg of the network. And the last mile is the last mile, the horizontal cabling is called as last mile because it connects the telecom equipment, the local telecom equipment of that floor to the user equipment. Okay, so basically it connects from the network to the user. So that's why it is called as the last mile. So it is the last step of the journey from the network to the user. So in my previous video, I have already shared this analogy. I will just explain this again. So if you can compare the cabling like a road, okay, so backbone cabling will be like a major highway which is connecting between two different cities, and that backbone cabling will carry lots of data from between floors or between buildings. So that is backbone cabling. Second thing is regarding the horizontal cabling. So the horizontal cabling is like a small street which leads you to your house. Okay, so it is like a final connection from the network to the user. So backbone cabling is like the major highway, and horizontal cabling is like a small street leading to your house. Now, why the term last mile is appropriate for horizontal cabling? So there are four reasons. So the first reason is, since it is the final connection, the term last mile is appropriate for horizontal cabling. So the data will travel through the backbone, and then it will reach to the user through this horizontal cabling. So as said earlier, it is a connection from the network to the user. So that's why it is called as the last mile connection. Second one is, it's most visible to the user. So the user will be directly interacting with the horizontal cabling through RJ45 outlet, and they can connect their phone, they can connect their laptop or computer to that RJ45 outlet. The reason number three is, it is often the bottleneck. Okay, the most challenging part to install is the horizontal cabling, and also as well as when it comes to maintenance, also it is difficult since you have to run the cable through the walls, ceilings, and all floors. So it will be very difficult for it is very difficult for installing and maintaining the horizontal cabling. So it often becomes a bottleneck. And the last one is, it completes the journey. Without horizontal cabling, the backbone cabling is is useless. Like, both goes hand in hand. If there is horizontal cabling, because anyways you have to connect from the main rack to the respective individual racks in each floor, and from the floor equipment you have to connect it to the user. So without horizontal cabling, the backbone cabling becomes this thing, and the data will never reach the user. Okay, so these are the major four reasons why last mile is appropriate. So first one is, it is the final connection. It is the user interacts with it directly. That is second reason. And the third one is, it is often the bottleneck when it comes to the installation and the maintenance. And last one is, it completes the journey. So a simple takeaway is that The backbone cabling, it gets the data closer to the user, okay, to the respective floor, whereas the horizontal, it takes the data, the it takes the data, the last short distance directly to the user device, okay. So the horizontal cabling is considered to be the final crucial step. So, as a conclusion, the last mile is termed as the final connection to the user. It is the most visible and challenging part. It completes the journey. So, without horizontal cabling, no data will reach your device, and that's why horizontal cabling is called as the last mile. So, I hope that this presentation gives you an understanding about the horizontal cabling and why is it called as the last mile. So in case if you have any questions, queries, or feedback regarding this video or any other previous video, kindly post them in the comment section below and I will answer them to the best of my knowledge. Thank you for listening, and I would humbly request all of you to kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel for creating more content. Your support is my energy. So, on that note, I will sign off for today. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.